All right, welcome back, everybody. Hockey Guy here again for OutstandingPoker.com, and got some recent feedback about Microstake videos and what some people wanted to see in them. So I thought I would kind of try to respond directly to that and make a video here on developing good habits at the Microstake games. So see if we can get the screen to advance. Basically, the first thing to remember about Microstake games is just a few basic principles you want to keep in mind to beat them. And basically, the Microstake games are just a value game where you want to be aggressive with your good hands, value bet your made hands, and that doesn't just mean when you make the nut flush. Other made hands, many other made hands can be value bet at the Microstakes level because so many loose players are chasing with far worse hands. Don't be trying big fancy bluffs. You don't need to try to push the guy off. His two pair at the end, trying to represent that you just made a straight or something. Continuation bets and whatnot, and stealing small pots are fine, but the big fancy bluffs for all of your money that you see on TV, just not a good idea at the Microstakes game, and just unneeded. And also, not to mention, not really very effective because the players just don't lay down their hands. And then don't pay off the donkeys. Given that you're going to be playing a tighter range and playing value-type hands against the looser players, it inevitably sets up the fact that sometimes their worse hands will suck out on your better hands, and the key is to try to not get married to your hand, and lose as little as possible. Are you going to lose money when it happens? Yeah, you are. But the key is to try to lose as little as possible when they do suck out, because it's going to happen. So what I did, I don't know, a year and a half ago or whenever I first started looking at the Attitude 2 videos, was I watched them all and I realized there was just a zillion things in there, a ton of information. It was really hard to remember it all and focus it all when I was playing. And so I would go through each video, make notes on what I thought was important, and then eventually I just came up with kind of a quick checklist that I kept with me for a little while to remind me when I was playing of all the things that I was trying to improve on. And so I had a checklist for pre-flop play, pretty straightforward, hand strength position, looking at the range of my opponent, if they acted before me, or also if they were going to act after me. I don't want to be raising loose opponents with weaker hands because they're going to call, but I can raise a tighter opponent with a weaker hand because they're likely going to fold. Whoops, did I advance that? Yes, I did. My apologies. The position, if I have a looser opponent in the blind, then I'm going to have position on them. That's a different ball game than if I'm in the cutoff and they are on the button when they call. Then they have position on me. Stack size, of course, goes to implied odds. Their aggression, were they likely to 3-bet me or just call or fold or whatever? Because I don't want to be playing drawing hands against aggressive players because they'll make me pay. I would much rather have a drawing hand against a passive player where I'll get a free card. My image, if I've just had a big run of cards, I don't want to, if I had aces, maybe queens, and an ace-king recently, and I've been pretty aggressive, then that's not the time to be stealing with 6-7 suited, because eventually they will start looking you up, and you don't want to get caught with the 6-7 suited because they're starting to not believe you. You would much rather the reverse situation take place where maybe you stole a couple a little bit light and then got a good run of cards, and you were able to get somebody to look you up when you got the ace-king or the aces or queens or something when it was your third or fourth raise in a short period of time. And then implied odds, and that goes to stack size, both mine and their stack size. And really, one of the big flaws I know people have at the Microstakes games is they raise with like a pair of 9s or 10s, and then they get 3-bet, and then they don't want to give it up. But it's a pretty easy